Here's the 0-1 pitch. Line drive, that is in the alley. That's a hit. 2 runs will score, maybe 3. Goes all the way to the wall. The wave around Packard. He will score. Cruz scores. A 3-run double makes it a 5-0 ball game.
Outfield now shallow.
Take about 3 hours.
Here's the 1-1 on Feliciano.
Game still
swinging a ground ball, scoop at the third baseman. He's going to come home with it.
MILB.com.
And they will just simply tag out Josh Crouch trying to slide in.
It was a truly wild one.
Brings up the lefty batter, Colt Keith. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Shot towards center field. Matos, on a jog to left center, and he picks it up on one hop. A base hit falls in for Keith.
Here's the pitch. Keith sends a fly ball over to shallow left field. Whiteman on a sprint in, but it falls in front of him. Throw onto third base. No throw. It goes to the cutoff man.
Always wonder how a long break like that affects the pitcher. Some guys, it's no problem. Here's the pitch, and that's a fly ball hit pretty well to center. Backs up Luis Matos. Still has his back turned to the wall. That hits off the top of the fence. Kicks back towards center field. Keith might have a chance for an inside the park homer. It's picked up by Munguia. He throws in. Now they hold Keith at third. And he'll want this settle for a triple. Nearly got that over the fence on the fly, and he has a triple to start the top of the 8th inning. And Matos backing up to the wall. It hit off the bottom of the fence. That was the absolute deepest part of this ballpark. Ball to strike on Keith. Here's the pitch. He hits a fly ball right center field, pretty deep. Matos backing up at the fence. It hits off the top of the wall and bounces over. It's a home run. And Colt Keith has his 3rd homer of the season. It's a 1-run ball game.
Here on Keith as he's 1 for 9 on full counts this season. Next pitch in from McDermott. Late swing, driven high and deep out to right field. This one's trouble. Kerstad back, warning track, wall, reaches up, and there it goes. 2-run home run out of the gate for Colt Keith. Bay Sox down 2-0, 2 batters in. 2-1 offering, runner goes, and it's lifted high and deep out to left field. Trouble. Williams, warning track, curling at the wall, and Erie takes the lead. Garrett Stallings comes in, allows a single and a go-ahead 2-run home run to Colt Keith. 3-2 Seawolves.
Colt's got 20 of them. 1-0 to him. Slash towards left. Over goes Matos. It's fair, and it gets into the corner. Rincones trots home. Keith arrives at second with an RBI double, takes a wide turn, puts on the brakes.
Left-handed batter waits, and the 2-1 is hit deep to right, and this one is gone. Long gone. Out to the scoreboard seats, and it's a 2-0 lead for Erie. Schaller, the right-hander, ready, and the 0-2 is a ground ball. Fair inside the bag at third and all the way into the corner. Navigado scores, Rodriguez scores, Malgeri scores. On his way to third with a triple on an 0-2 count is Colt Keith.
The 0-2 is lifted deep in the air down the right field line. Back on it goes Casey. The ball is fair and a home run. Second home run of the game for Keith. A fastball right down the middle that he sent 384 feet down the right field line. The 1-0 is hit high in the air and deep out to left field. Rutherford going back to the fence. He looks up, and that one is out of here. A 2-run home run from Colt Keith, and we are tied up at 7 here in the 6th. The 1-0 is hit into the air out to deep right field. Back on to Casey. He runs out of room. That one's out of here off the scoreboard. Colt Keith with his 4th home run of the week against the Senators.
Cruz inching away at first. Jennings the set. Payoff on Keith. And he swings, sends a blooper shallow left, and it falls in. Base hit. Colt Keith, another 3-hit day.
The kick and the 1-0. Line drive over to left center field. That falls for a base hit. And rolling over to the warning track. Malgeri is around to score. Heading around third base is Cruz. Here comes the throw to the plate, and it's late. Cruz slides in safely, and there is a 2-run.
Burgos deals. That's crushed back to right field. Aldretti's tracking the wall, but that's gone. And Colt Keith has tied this game up 5-5 with his 10th home run of the season.
It's a 1-2 count on Keith. Birch fires. Swing and a fly ball hit out to center field. Hit pretty well. Watson on the run. He's at the track. He's at the wall. That ball's gone. Touch 'em all time. Colt Keith halfway up the batter's eye in center, and Erie climbs to within 2 runs. It's 7-5. And You see a lot of that as this one is lifted in the air out to right field. Hit pretty well. Watson going back. He's at the warning track. He's at the wall. That ball's gone. Touch him all time. Colt Keith, he's homered in back-to-back games. Give him 12 on the year, and the Seawolves are on the board here in the third inning.
2 balls and no strikes on Colt Keith as Jackson Rutledge delivers, and the 2-0 is hit in the air to deep right field, and this one is gone. Colt Keith with a home run into the Senators bullpen. Just over the 8-foot-high fence. 1 ball, no strikes at third base. Workman at second base. Cruz as the 1-0 is hit high in the air to right field. This is deep. Going back is Casey. Will he have room? He does not, and it is gone. A 3-run home run for Colt Keith.
Now the 0-2 pitch is swung on, a ground ball hit up the middle. It's by the second baseman Blomgren into center field for a hit. Here's the DH Colt Keith. He swings away and rips one by the first baseman Goodman. It's a fair ball, rolls down towards the corner by that 308 marker. Heading towards third base, Malgeri racing towards the plate. Here's the throw from Fernandez, and now the cutoff man is not in time. And Keith on the play into second base with a double. And the pitch home, swung on and grounded into center field for a base hit. Malgeri rounding third, heading home, and he will score.
Well, Keith picks up his second run batted into the ball game. He's had a productive night. Remember, he is second in the league in runs batted in, and he picks up his 50th RBI.
0-1 pitch to him is a high, deep drive to right center field, and that's why he's making his AAA debut. That puppy's out of here, out on the Nationwide, and bouncing across the street. Colt Keith is having himself a season. In Double-A Erie, he played in 59 games, tattooed 14 home runs. 1 ball, 2 strikes, runner goes. Here's the pitch. That's a high, deep drive to right field, and Oscar Gonzalez won't even turn around. Look out on Nationwide. That is gone, and it almost caused a car wreck out there. As a car that was turning off of Nationwide had that one fall right in front of the bumper. Play the left-handed batter to pull on the infield. Here's the pitch, and it's pulled just barely, but it's going to get into center field. They will wave the runner around, and Colt Keith does it again. He has not stopped hitting. RBI single here. The long pause. Now the pitch. And he hits it right back up the middle. Over the second base bag. It hits the pillow and kicks into center field.
Singleton scored and now hits one pretty well to center. Going back is Valera, who's at the track. Leaps. It's over his head. Falls off the wall. Colt Keith with his first AAA double. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Game tied 4-4. The pitch. Breaking ball that's hung into right center, and Valera comes over, makes a fantastic catch. It will do the job on a sac fly. Now 8 games below the 500 mark. In 6th place, the captains. Keith slaps a single through the hole on the left side. This kid is something else. 3 more hits in this game for Colt Keith.
That's to be noted too, MLB Pipeline.
This one driven in the air to right field, and this one's gone. It is 3-0 in favor of the Mud Hens. 3 batters in and 2 home runs, and the Saints trail at 3-0. First pitch, line drive, base hit center field. Joyce to third. He's going to be waved around. Here comes Contreras' throw to the plate. It is not in time. And we are tied up at 5 apiece.
Hitting wise, and now he's up healthy and hitting well for Detroit. 1-2 pitch. Hit well, deep right field. Alexander Canario back, looks up at the wall, hits off the wall. This will score 2. Canario falls. PCA gets it in quickly. It's a 2-run double for Colt Keith, and it's 2-1 Toledo. Here's the pitch. Ground ball hit to first, down the right field line. It's a base hit. Justin Henry Malloy rounds third and scores. Colt Keith stops at second. That's a big RBI double. Tie-breaking RBI double.
We'll see if it helps. And that one driven deep to right. That ball is back. Into the roost it goes. Colt Keith on the first pitch. Leaves the yard, and the Mud Hens grab the lead 2-0.
That's 6 and 5 on the back of those block letters. They look almost the same. Fly ball right field deep, way up there, way back there, and way out of here, up on the roof of the Frickers building as it bounces out in the street.
2-1 pitch. That one looped towards right center. It's going to get down. Colt Keith with a 2-run single. As Solak scores, Perez scores. It's now 8-0. The 2-0 pitch. That one hit high in the air, and this is deep to right. Does it have enough to leave the yard? Yes, it does. A home run for Colt Keith. Make it 1-0 Hens.
His 6th of the year. Now the 2-2 is hit hard in the right center. This may get down. It will. And it's all the way to the wall. This will probably score Malloy. The throw coming in. There is no throw, and the Mud Hens with a 1-0 lead. That's an unearned run.
During the last half inning. 1-2 pitch. Swung on, hit in the air toward right center field. Back is the right fielder on the move, and that ball is gone just onto the Miller time tap house. Just made it to the bar. Lopez went back, ran out of room, and that ball just got out off the bat of Keith.
Since then, there's a ball hit hard toward left center field off the bat of Keith. That will get down and go toward the wall. Picked up out there by Hurtubise, the center fielder. Here comes the runner, Solak, to the plate. Here comes the throw. It's not in time. That's a run-producing double for Colt Keith.
You heard from him in an interview with Jim earlier in this series. The 3-1, a swing and a fly ball hit well to right center. Lopez twisted around, going back at the wall, looks up, it's gone. Toward the Miller time tap house in right center field. Home run, Colt Keith. His 8th with the Mud Hens. 5th inning, 2-1. The Mud Hens lead the bats. Levi Stout back to the mound for his 5th inning of work. First pitch to Colt Keith. Swung on, hit high in the air. Right field. Back is the right fielder. That ball gone onto the roof of the Humana Cabana. Mount back to the wall. It landed on the roof. Home run, Colt Keith. His 9th home run with Toledo. His 3rd of this series. And the Mud Hens have a 3-1 lead here in the 5th. Here's Colt Keith. 1 for 2 is walked. He homered his last time. First pitch, lined in a right field base hit. Mount over to pick it up. Racing around second is Malloy. He goes to third. Dingler in from third. It is 5-1 Toledo here in the 6th. Second RBI of the day for Keith and his 37th of the season. Buznitz gets Colt Keith. First pitch lined in a center field base hit. Racing toward right center is Hurtubise, the center fielder, to cut it off before it can roll up the alley. And Keith has his 3rd hit of the game. He's on base for the 4th time.
That would be great to see. How about this one for a drive to right field? This is back, and it's gone. Colt Keith. And he goes back-to-back with Justin Henry Malloy. Make it 7-6 Mud Hens.
Keith again will face a 1-2. The curve hit hard up the middle. It's going to crawl through for a base hit. That'll score 2. The Mud Hens take a 4-1 lead. Coming in, Perpersky and Maton. The 1-2 hit in the air, right field deep. Way back there, goodbye. A home run for Colt Keith to give the Mud Hens a lead, and what a big 2-out hit that is. As Plasak probably not too happy with himself, but Keith, here it comes. He'll hit one hard, right field deep, way back there, goodbye, and the Mud Hens now with a 3-run lead. Keith, number 12, he's had a great run since coming up from Erie.
Norris gives up a blast to right center. This ball is back to the wall, and it is gone. Colt Keith, his 7th home run against the Clippers this season, a 2-run shot, and the Mud Hens now lead at 5-0.
And we really try to support each student that walks through our doors.
0-2 pitch, this one hammered towards right field. It's going to be trouble up against the base of the wall. Rounding third, Papirski, he'll score. Solak to third, he'll hold on the double by Colt Keith, and it's 2-1 in favor of Toledo. So
I didn't take it personally.
First and second. This one ripped towards right center field, racing after it, not getting there. Garlick, it's going to be up against the wall. Rounding third, Solak, he will score. To third is Malloy. He will hold as he puts the brakes on and nearly